It was on a cold winter's night. All right, let's not do that.
No.
All right, cheers, everybody. We are back. Bourbon on a budget. We're leaving that in. That's what she said. Midwinter Night Dram.
Yeah.
Been a minute.
It has been a minute.
It's 85 degrees in Florida right now. I don't know why I looked at my watch for that.
Right.
But, so nothing better than a good winter whiskey when it's 1 billion degrees outside.
Of course. I love a good old frozen winter whiskey.
Oh, gosh. All right. Midwinter Night Dram. We've got Act 10 and Act 9. Which one's better?
We don't know yet.
But we're about to find out. We got Act 9 up front, Act 10 in the back.
Supposedly, 10 is not as good.
And what's interesting about that is High West continues to raise the MSRP on this. The secondary doesn't seem to be changing too much, so that's kind of nice. But they went from 100 to, I think, Act 9 here was 120, and now this is 150, 160. I saw it in the vault yesterday. So
Nightmare.
This continues
Nightmare.
to rise. And
speaking of rise,
Midnightwear.
No, speaking of rise, this is High West. It is a blend of rye finish in port barrels. So you should get a lot of like plum and some wine notes.
Oh yeah, very sweet.
It should be very, very sweet on the palate. Under 100 proof. This is like 99.6 or something like that.
98.6.
98.6.
Yeah.
Okay, so not the highest of proofs. Very sweet. So this should be like candy.
Yeah,
in my head.
Again, changing up a little bit of the way that we do content. If you just found us, give us a like, give us a follow. Let us know your things, your thoughts on Midwinter Night Dram. But we've tasted it before.
Yeah,
and we loved Act 9. Like,
yeah, Act 9 was really good.
Really, really enjoyed it. We did 3 or 4 videos on it. I feel like maybe at One King of the Hill or something. I don't know. I feel like we were drinking it all the time. And so you're right, though. It smells like wine. It smells like a sweet wine. You know,
which one
plum,
is
9 is in your 9 is in
okay,
the small one.
9 and 10. Okay. Yeah, very sweet on the
smells
palate.
Amazing.
It's like sugar plum fairies.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Today's your son's birthday, so I feel like we're celebrating with cake right now.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just sweeter than
plum
the cupcakes.
Cake. Yeah. Interesting. If you don't like rye and you like a bunch of sweet things, but you don't like rye because it's too fiery, this is your perfect one. Because it's all candy.
So now it could be because of the different glasses. So maybe we should have not done that. But the 9's nose is definitely sweeter.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
I would agree.
Yeah, it's not close.
I would say this is more like plum candy. And this is more like caramel.
More traditional.
Oaky.
Yeah.
Not as finished.
This is sugar plums dancing in their heads.
That's what yeah, exactly. 100%.
Christmas time. Midwinter Night Dram. Perfect. This one, not so much.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. So
one sip, everybody knows the rules.
One sip, everyone knows the rules. That's how it goes. Okay. One thing that you pick up on the palate for Act 9 is that nose of plum and juicy fruit and candy.
Sugar,
that continues through the palate.
100%.
You don't get any like funkiness of rye or a bunch of like barrel spice. You don't get that. When we were talking about the nose of Act 10, we were saying that it's not as finished, at least not as plummy, not as wine, not sugary, and I'd say that continues through the palate.
Yeah, and
I don't get a whole lot of the finish there.
Different people are going to have different preferences too. So 9 is a complete TJ bomb. Like that's exactly what I want. That is a sugar bomb, very sweet. That's a dessert. That's like when you get a dessert wine or you're finishing. That's a finisher after dinner when you're with dessert. To me, that is straight sugar.
Not good. Not as good.
10's not
10 is
as
not
good.
as good. Period.
Some people are going to prefer the less sweet.
No,
but you just don't think the flavor's as good.
They're going to prefer less sweet and an extra like $40. No, not for me. Not for me. I'm not a big sweetness guy, and I'm not a sweetness guy.
I know. That's why I'm a little bit shocked by this. Yeah, that 10 is not nearly.
No.
It's not as sweet. It just doesn't seem as balanced.
I like a lot of High West product.
Love High West.
This is like their Mac Daddy release of the year. Actually, this year there was the Act 10, and then they did was like an encore or like a separate release, like a decade kind of release, which was distillery only, and we haven't tried that yet. So
you'd like to
if
send us
you are
some,
interested in sending us a bottle or a sample,
Please
we'll
reach
review
out.
it because I would like to try. I wonder if like the Act 10 is just way worse than the Encore, the Decade, or whatever.
The 9 is so much better.
Agreed.
It's not even close. And for
Way
the
less
price,
and way less money.
30, 40 bucks cheaper.
Yeah.
Ugh. But we do like High West a lot. So High West people don't take offense.
It's still
to
like
this.
$150, and that's like at Publix.
It's going
That's
up
like
a ton.
Publix price.
Right, like it's retail. You're not getting ripped off because you're at Publix, ABC, places like that.
Right. So I would say maybe hold off on this year's. There's a lot of other finished ryes. Brendan actually recently reviewed a Chattanooga whiskey finished in rye or finished in wine barrels.
Yeah, similar.
That he's going to be sending us a sample of that. So maybe that will be a good option. Also,
Barrel Seagrass. We talk about it every week. I feel like.
how about Angel's Envy? That's a rye finished in port, or is it a rye?
No, it's a bourbon.
It's a bourbon finished in port.
Yeah.
Close, So stay in that realm. I feel
They
like
do have a
you're
rye that's finished in rum. It's the really sweet one. So
Yes,
if you
yes,
want
yes.
that really sweet one,
right.
you got it.
So
Those
those are some other options that I think would be worth looking at in consideration.
So at retail, let's play
Yeah.
a new game. We've got a brand new game that Brendan brought up.
Oh, okay.
Smash or pass, buy or pass on these.
Pass.
So I'm buying Act 9
Yeah, you can.
if I can find it. If you can find Act 9 at retail, probably not going to.
Yeah.
Buying Act 9. Act 10, I'm not buying. 160 bucks.
150, 140 bucks. That's hard to spend on.
And it's not that good.
It's not even barrel proof.
Mm.
Dead to me. So those are my general thoughts.
Act
I
9
give
is
it-
really good.
The C plus.
I'll give 10 a C. I'll give Act 9 a B plus, A minus, somewhere in there. I like the 9
Okay.
a lot. And I remember not only today, but we have liked it a ton in the past. So
Okay.
go back and check out some old episodes if you want.
Interesting.
But Act 9's an A minus, B plus, somewhere in there.
True.
It is pricey. I know that we did an
hate
episode. I'll link it above right now. But we did an episode on why you shouldn't spend this much on whiskey. But then we told you a few times you're allowed to kind of go
This
outside.
is not one of those times.
Yeah. It's about the experience. So
That's
hey,
not-
comment below if you've gotten a chance to try these. What's your favorite variation of Midwinter Night Dram? All the way back to Act 1. Let us know. And also let us know what kind of content you'd like to see us do. We got the Bourbon Cave set up, so we're excited to drink some more at 1 p.m.
Yes.
in the middle of the day. So comment below. Make sure you're subscribed. We appreciate it. Cheers.
Cheers.